Welcome back, team. This video is for those of you working with a matrix that was built before this school year, maybe last year, maybe several years ago. So first, let's pause to honor that. Someone sat down and did this work, and that is worth respecting. Our job today isn't to judge it, it's to look at it with fresh eyes and ask whether it still fits the school we are right now. So we're doing a different kind of review here. A new matrix just needs a quality check. However, an older one may have passed that quality check at one time, but schools change. So we need to add a layer of reflection first. We're asking three things. Is this still ours? Does it still reflect who's in the building? Is it still current, even with our current data? And is it still working? Is it actually being taught and used? So let's take those one at a time. Start with who built your matrix. Are they still on your team? New staff and new leaders mean a matrix should belong to the people who are living it today. But here's where I really want you to slow down: our teachers and students. There's a saying that guides good work like this: nothing about us without us. So ask honestly, were students genuinely at the table when this was created? Were they helping name the norms and the trouble spots? And were teachers, the ones who teach and reinforce this every single day, part of shaping it? Or were they simply handed a finished product? This matrix describes their days in their buildings. If students or teachers weren't truly part of the original work, that's the first thing we need to make right this time. Next, the data. And let's speak to two things: your locations and your behaviors. Start with location. The trouble spots from a few years ago may not be your new trouble spots now. A renovation, a new schedule, a different traffic pattern can change everything. Next, let's look closely at behavior. Is a particular behavior showing up again and again in your office referrals? What's the one thing you'd most want to get ahead of? Remember, your matrix is a prevention tool, so if data is pointing to a specific behavior, make sure the skills you're teaching actually target that behavior. Pull your most current discipline and referral data, ask your students, and let both your locations and your priority behaviors match what the data is showing you now. Next, let's look at your norms and behavior skills through today's lens. Do the norms still align with your current mission, vision, and the initiatives you've added since it was created? And do the behavior skills fit the students actually in your seats? New populations, new needs, even new languages. A skill that made sense for one community might need to grow with a changing one. You're checking for fit, not just for quality. Once you've reflected, apply the very same review you would use for a brand new matrix. So pull out the initial matrix review questions from your school team workbook and go element by element. 3 to 5 norms, positively stated skills, observable and student-friendly language, the right number per box. The reflection tells you if it still fits your school, and the checklist tells you if it's still built well, and you really need both. Finally, make a team decision. Sometimes your matrix holds up beautifully and you keep it as is. Sometimes it needs a little refresher, a few locations updated, some languages modernized, and sometimes the honest answer is that it's time to rebuild this together, and that's okay too. Whatever you choose, remember the idea we started with: nothing about us without us. Bring your students and your teachers into that decision, not just the news of it. When the people who live the matrix shape it, they help own it. Beautiful work, team, so far. Now go make this matrix truly yours.